Oi oi, this test route is following Sat Nav. It's going to go around Garston and then back into the test centre following instructions from the examiner. Check that I'm ready to go. Have a little look around. I'm going to go left out of the test centre to start. And Sandra, the Sat Nav, will guide me for the first half. As always, aiming for the middle of these posts, so that then when we do turn out, we're nice and clear of them. Making sure I keep tucked in on my side of the road, and away we go. For turning left,
end of the road, turn
check
left,
my mirrors,
then go left on the roundabout,
signal left,
and take the first exit.
I have the giveaway lines, so I have to check it's safe before I go. And then from here, I have a compulsory left turn. I still have giveaway lines, and it's quite busy this morning. Now, when you're trying to emerge onto a road with busy traffic, it's all about the smile rule. Give people a smile, and someone will eventually let you go. Oh, they're turning anyway, so there we go. A national speed limit sign.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
And left at the roundabout, so a signal to the left. Now this roundabout is always quite busy, so don't rush it. You may well be nervous at the start of your driving test. That's fine, that's normal. But try to keep you cool and just don't rush. So because I'm turning onto a national speed limit road, I cancel my signal. I can see from the Sat Nav I need to go straight ahead. So I'm going to put my foot down a little bit, build up a bit of speed, while still being aware of what is going on around me. I'm going straight on under the bridge. There is a slip lane on my left up ahead, and I can also see from the instructions on the Sat Nav, when I have a little glance at it, I'm going to be turning right at the next set of traffic lights. My speed limit changes to 50. I'm doing that already. Now I'm going to change lanes here to the right. It will not only keep me clear of the slip lane and the traffic emerging from there, it now also puts me in the correct lane for the traffic lights.
Turn right, then take the second left.
Because I'm approaching this junction from a high-speed road, I'm going to give a nice early signal. And I will get my own little filter lane.
Turn right,
I check the right door
take
mirror.
the second left.
Just checking the angle was all right there on the camera. Now, when my light changes green, I have a green arrow pointing to the right. This means the traffic lights are controlling the situation and we are safe to cut across and turn right. We enter into a 30 speed limit. And I'm taking the next left. Check middle and left door mirror.
Turn left.
And signal left. I have the priority from the major road turning left into the minor road. As soon as I turn in, I lengthen my vision to see what's going on. The car in front is wanting to turn right, so I just need to slow a little bit until they've cleared. Nobody is on the pedestrian crossing, so that will stay green. A couple of little glances at my speed.
At the end of the road, turn left, then take the second right.
Because once I've been on a high-speed road, 30 speed limit will always feel very slow. Coming up to an area where there is some shops on the corner, so just be aware of any pedestrians, people crossing the road. We have
Turn
a zebra
left,
crossing.
Then take the second right.
I'm slowing in anticipation this person wanted to cross. And because I'm turning left at the end of the road, I check middle and left mirror, signal left, and start to look nice and early so that if I can see that it is safe to go, I don't have to stop. Another zebra crossing, but it's safe to keep going. Now and then I'm glancing at the sat nav to check
After
on the route.
600 feet, turn right.
Quite often Sandra will give you a very early instruction on the directions, but don't just rely on her talking to you. It's all about having a little glance at the blue line that will be displayed on your sat nav.
Turn right.
Check my middle and my right mirror. It's a bit of a pothole here, so a little bit slower. And turning into my new road. If you are following the sat nav on your driving test, the examiner will provide the sat nav for you. It's exactly the same one as what I use. I know you can't see it, but I have it here on my dashboard in a clear position where I can see the screen. The examiner will bring the sat nav to the driving test for you. They will set it up on your dashboard in a place that you're happy and comfortable with. But the actual sat navs they use are not very good, so at times the GPS can lag a little bit, and that's why it's always good to keep an eye on it and check the route that you're following. And if for any reason you're not sure, then do ask the examiner. They don't expect you to know the roads of Watford or Manchester or Liverpool, wherever you're taking your driving test. So always be clear and sure on where you're going. I'm just going to hang back here to give these vehicles a chance to get back onto their side of the road.
After 600 feet, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, then take the third right.
So an early instruction there from Sandra on where we're going. I need to take any action until I can see the mini roundabout sign, which is now within view. I check middle and left mirror, and once I get past this side road, I signal left. Because it's a roundabout, we give way to the right.
Take the first exit, then take the third right.
So I check my right, but it's really important to also look left. Give way to the right, but look left at what you're turning into. This is quite a tight road. And if you haven't looked left, it might take you by surprise, and before you know it, you've swung out onto the wrong side of the road.
After 600 feet, turn right.
Following around the bend here to the traffic lights. Once we go under this bridge, it's the second road on the right that we want. It comes up just after a bus stop. So I check my middle and my right mirror. I signal to the right.
Turn right.
I don't have priority to cut across. However, there's a keep clear area, and I'm happy that this man is going to let me go. Check my right door mirror before moving out for the parked cars.
After 300 feet, turn right.
We're taking the second road on the right. There's two roads here, they're very close together. And we're taking the second one. Looking down the road as well, so that when we turn in, not only do I not cut the corners, but I'm also aware of down this road and what's going on.
After 300 feet, turn right.
The next right turn is on a little bit of a bend, so just be careful as you approach. There's quite a lot of parked cars around this morning.
Turn right.
And they will obstruct my view. Lengthening my vision across this bend. It's not a one-way street. There could be things coming towards you, and as you can see, it's very tight. So if anything is coming towards me, I want to see that as early as possible.
Turn left, then at the end of the road, turn right.
To give me plenty of time to assess what I'm going to do. Middle and left mirror for turning left.
Then at the end of the road, turn right.
And again, looking around even before I arrive at the giveaway line. Now I'm happy it's clear on my right. I'm just being a little bit more cautious here until I can lengthen my vision down the road. As I said before, with all these parked cars, it'd be very tight if there was somebody else passing through at the same time.
Turn left.
Middle and right mirror and a signal to the right. Double check. And then we're going to be taking the first road on the left. Middle and left mirror and a signal to the left.
Then bear right.
A 20 mile an hour speed limit as I turn into this road.
Bear right.
The bear right just means follow around this bend. Hey, this orange car is Angie. She did recognise me. I haven't got my roof box on. Angie is a fantastic driving instructor. 20 mile an hour speed limit. Got a nice green smiley face on the sign there.
After 600 feet, turn right.
Mbappe is going for a little jog here on the right. I suppose he hasn't got a football match this weekend, maybe. Now I can see a car emerging here, so I'm just going to slow and hang back, give him the space to pass through. What a lovely thank you. Middle and right mirror for turning right. I can't see down this road very well. I know nothing's coming towards me, but I'm not going to rush to cut in until I can see down this road. And again, quite a tight road with all these parked cars, so just constantly being aware of if anything is coming towards me up ahead. Keeping within that 20 mile an hour speed limit. Now there is something coming towards me. I'm going to check my left mirror and tuck over. Then check my right mirror and move back out again. Because the parked cars are on both sides of the road here, there isn't a set priority as to who's got to wait. It is very much a judgment call between you and the other vehicle.
At the end of the road, turn left.
The vehicle here looks like they're turning around. I've checked my middle mirror, there's still nothing behind me. We're just slowing to give them chance to clear. Left door mirror check as I come back to the left. We're turning left at the end of the road. Speed limit will change back to 30. It's a bit covered on the left side there, the speed limit, but you should be able to clearly see it on the right hand side. Scanning left and right again before I reach the giveaway line, because if there is any pedestrians, they will be getting the priority to cross. Can be a busy road, this one, St Albans Road, that we're turning onto. Don't rush it, just be patient. There is no such thing as hesitancy when there is traffic. I quite often hear a lot of people, when they're waiting at a junction for quite a while to emerge, they will say they're worried about taking too long and being hesitant. There is no such thing if it's busy. If the road was empty and completely clear, then I might be asking, why aren't you going? That's hesitancy. If it's a busy day and there's a lot of traffic, even if you miss a gap that you could have taken, don't worry about it. It's not a problem, just wait for the next one. The busier the day, the longer that will take. It's just what it is. Bit of traffic up ahead, so just keeping it slow along here. I'm staying out of this bike lane. There's no need to be going into it at the moment. And accuracy is important. Now, as the bus has stopped, I'm going to check my door mirror. There is no bikes coming up, so I am going to go into the bike lane now, just to give people extra room to get round that bus. Because the bike lane isn't a solid white line, providing it's safe to do so, you can move into it. And by moving into it earlier, I just widened the road a bit for the oncoming traffic to get around that bus. There's nobody on the crossing, so that won't change.
After 600 feet, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, then turn left.
The junction up ahead here is known as the Dome Roundabout. It's called a roundabout because it used to be a roundabout. They've since put in traffic lights, and so now it's just a traffic light junction. You don't have to give way to your right. You go if it's green, you wait if it's red. You can drive through a bus stop, as I am now. you can wait in traffic in a bus stop. That's fine. In Watford, you're not allowed in the bus lanes. There is a difference between a bus lane and a bus stop. The bus lanes will be covered by a solid white line and you're not allowed to enter them at any point. The bus stops occur quite frequently. You can't park in one, but you can drive through it. For going straight ahead at this junction, I'm going to be using the middle lane.
After 300 feet, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, then turn left.
Now the first light there stayed green for me, the second one doesn't. I've just come over to the left lane now. So I was in the middle lane on the approach to this junction. The left lane goes left only. So as the traffic in my left lane took the first exit, I'm now able to move across to the left. And when my traffic light changes, it's important that I keep left for the next exit that I'll be taking. It can be confusing here which light is yours. So if for any reason you're not sure, just ask the examiner, just confirm that you are looking at the correct light. There's nobody on the pedestrian crossing, so this will stay green. I'm going straight ahead at the next set of traffic lights. I have to keep out the bus lane. They've been green for a while, so they might change. I'm just going to take it a little bit more cautiously.
After 900 feet, turn left, then you have reached your destination.
And the reason I do that is if the light changes to amber, I need to be able to stop safely. At the traffic lights up ahead, we're turning left. I can't move over until the bus lane finishes. I check my mirrors, I signal left. As the bus lane finishes, I double check.
Turn left, then you have reached your destination.
I'm cautious in case the lights change. I have the priority to turn left. Sandra's going to tell me I've reached my destination. That means it's the end of the SatNav part of your driving test. The driving examiner will give you the directions from
After
here.
600 feet, you have reached your destination.
Thank you very much, Sandra. At the moment, we're just going to continue to follow the road straight ahead.
You have reached your destination.
Nobody's on the pedestrian crossing, so that won't change. Lengthening my vision, my next signs are warning me that we have a train crossing up ahead. If a train was to be passing through, the lights would flash first of all and give you plenty of warning before the barriers come down. Looking beyond that, there's a mini roundabout. I'm going straight ahead at the mini roundabout. I'm not going to just drive across it. So long as your speed and your control of the steering is good, you'll find it very easy to go around a mini roundabout without touching it. And it's all part of the accuracy and the control of your vehicle that you are showing the examiner. Do not be lazy and drive straight across a mini roundabout as you will often see people doing, because that just shows the examiner that you're unable to control the car. I'm going straight ahead at the traffic lights. I'm aware here there's some shops, so there's some parking bays here. I always give a scan to make sure there's no cars trying to reverse out of any parking bays. If they were, then I'd need to perhaps give them some room. Always checking the door mirrors before moving off again to make sure there's no cyclists or bikes passing down the sides. We now have another 3 mini roundabouts here. At mini roundabouts, you have to give way to any traffic crossing you from ahead and the right. So I'm looking for anybody signalling to the right. It may be difficult to see on the camera today because it's quite a bright day. Just be careful that there is nothing signalling to cross you for each mini roundabout. I don't have to worry about the left side. If there's any vehicles on my left, I have priority over them. This mini roundabout is a little bit tighter. Again, as you can see, as long as your steering and your control is good, you'll be able to get around them, no problem. Next road on the left, so a middle and a left door mirror check, a signal to the left. I have priority. Now, depending on time, you will either take a road on the left a little bit ahead, or you may go straight on. The examiner has to see you drive for a minimum of 30 minutes. Depending on how long the route has taken you so far will depend on how you get back to the test centre. So there's no point rushing your driving test. It is what it is. You've got to be at least 30 minutes. A width restriction here coming up. Always look to your left-hand curb when you're going through anything narrow and use that as your guide. The moment you start trying to look both ways is the moment you'll move the wheel and you'll have problems. Straight ahead at the mini roundabout. Check into my right. Some speed bumps and parked cars on my side of the road. So I'm just checking that I'm safe to pass and have enough room. There is another vehicle coming towards me, but I'm happy that I can get past this blue car on my left and tuck over to give us enough room. It goes uphill, this road, so although I'm going over the speed bump here, I'm not pressing the brake pedal. The hill slows my vehicle down as soon as I take my foot off the gas. The opposite is about to be true up ahead, where the road is going to go downhill. As we go down the hill, the car will pick up speed naturally, so I'm using the brake pedal to keep it nice and slow. No gas needed. At the roundabout, I'm going to turn left first exit. I wait until I'm past the side road. I've already checked the mirrors and I can signal to the left. It's a nice open junction, so I'm looking around, giving way to the right but looking left. Nice and clear to go. Speed bump as soon as I come off of that roundabout and cancel signal. Now it looks quite tight up ahead with parked cars, so I'm just going to hang back and then check my right door mirror and position myself in the middle of the road to give me clearance of the parked cars. If the parked cars or obstruction is on your left side of the road, it's your problem. It's down to you to give way. If the parked cars or the obstruction is on the right hand side of the road, it's their problem and it's their responsibility to give way. If the problem is on both sides of the road, we've both got problems, and that's when it's a judgment call as to what's best. Now, although my speed limit on this road is 30 miles per hour, I'm not really touching much more than 20 miles per hour because of the speed bumps. Now there's a van coming towards me. I'm actually going to position myself more in the middle of the road. Just shows him that I'm coming through and shows him the amount of space that I need to pass these parked cars. Turning left, check my middle and my left mirror, signal to the left. I have the priority. And as we come round this bend, just covering the brake again to keep the speed slow, especially because you will be turning right back into the test centre just after the bend. However, this morning I can see there's some people in the car park on their tests. I'm not going to disturb that. So normally you'd turn right into the test centre here. However, I'm going to check my mirrors, go around these parked cars and stop on the left. And sometimes here in Watford, if the test centre is busy and has a lot going on, the examiner will just get you to pull up to a stop on the left here. Secure your car. You'll be asked to turn the engine off. Good luck for your result.